Welcome to another edition of The Spice is Right. Seth Burchett, or Mr. Burchett, as some of you know me, and Mr. Matt Jones. Mr. Jones, a lot of good feedback from the first episode.
Absolutely. I was blown away. There were so many things that people commented and talked about that were really, honestly, with a lot more traction than I thought it was going to be. So it's awesome seeing you guys, awesome hearing what you had to say. And then in the halls, too. A lot of people stopped us and talked to us.
Yeah, I'm getting regularly, when is a new episode coming out?
Yes.
Well, now, if you're watching it. Mm-hmm. So, also, big plans. We're going to have content through the break. So, we're out of school for a couple weeks, but we're going to record a couple ahead of time. That way that's right, you have content for your Christmas break.
Yep, sounds great.
So, couple of formatting things. We moved some stuff to try to make it a little bit more functional from some feedback that we got. But also big news is we have lots of hot sauce companies that are willing to support a couple of teachers in need of hot sauce. And so we have reviews coming up for that, so stay tuned for that. But today, we're going to go with the old box of hot sauces that we had.
Absolutely.
And so today, our hot sauce is Japanese Dragon's Breath.
Uh-huh.
So there, take a look at that. That's what the labeling looks like.
And like the other one, we have no earthly idea what's in it. We have no idea what...
There's literally no ingredients.
Yeah, there's none. I mean, it says where it was bottled, but that's it. So I guess we're gonna see.
If you don't see us around anymore, it's probably because of the Dragon
goddess.
Yeah.
Like before, I went ahead and wrote the stuff on the board so we can do our rating afterwards. But this one, the bottle does not have a nifty little pour spout, so it just pours out. So I guess without further ado,
well, before we get to that, real quick, our crackers are tiny today. They're literally
micro crackers,
size of my hand right there. But I do want to give a huge shout out to one of our colleagues because we didn't have crackers and we were going to film, and she generously gave us some of her mini crackers.
It was super nice.
Miss Hears, if you're watching, thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, here is one for you, tiny cracker. And one for me, and let's...
This looks a little less liquidy than last week.
It does. It's a little more viscous.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh. That hits me.
Yeah, immediately way hotter, right?
Oh.
Like last week, not nearly as hot. This one, immediately way hotter.
Very, very much hotter. Last week, I didn't feel like it was spicy at all. And this week, whole different side of the spectrum.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm getting in the back of my throat and in my mouth.
Hitting me roof of the mouth. That's where it's getting me. It's migrating down the throat.
Uh-huh.
So the spice is kind of following a path. But we're going to try another one of these.
There we go.
Just for prosperity.
We did it last time.
Is that what it is? Prosperity? Posterity. Oh, there we go. Posterity.
For future generations.
There we go. Yes.
All right, there we go.
Cheers. One more time. And while we're letting this marinate, our topic for discussion today comes from Dorian M.
Oh, gotcha.
And he wants to know what our favorite video games are. And he says it would be fun to hear you talk about your favorite video games.
Good Lord. Okay, so for me, this is a huge, 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 huge topic. So I do not know that I could narrow it down to one game. Can we do maybe a game series?
Yeah, absolutely.
So... I'll show you. I'm a big Legend of Zelda fan. I did not know this coming up. So I even have a coffee mug, Legend of Zelda coffee mug.
Oh, so nice.
I love the Legend of Zelda. That is, overall, I'd have to say that since I was a very, very little kid, that has been a big one for me. So I'd have to go with the Legend of Zelda.
Wow. So I'm just going to hit quick hit a few that I really like. I'm going to try to find graphics and be fancy with this. By the way, thanks for the feedback. Last week, first video I'd ever edited in my life.
Which was great.
I thought it turned out okay. So I'm going to try to put some of the graphics up with some of these that we talk about. River City Ransom is a game that I loved on Nintendo. Not many people are aware of it, but it is an older one. Kind of a scrolling style fighter for the original NES. A lot of games were kind of modeled after that.
Contra-like thing, right?
Yeah. So that was Contra is one I loved. The original Ninja Turtles on NES, the electric seaweed gave me anxiety. Those of you that know. But I really liked moving forward to a little bit more modern, I really like the Metal Gear series.
Oh yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, the first one was great. I love battle royale games; those are kind of fun, and sports games. So anything sports related, I'm a big fan of. But I like to think I can play most anything and have fun.
Absolutely.
The only thing I don't love are turn-based games. I just get frustrated.
I really like turn-based games.
That's okay.
But I really like board games too, and those are like a closer approximation
Sure.
of board games. So it's hard to say. But hey, you know what? Those are ours. What are y'all's? Like,
Yeah.
give us some feedback.
Comments below.
What do you think? What are your favorite games? Are we wrong? Are we stupid? What do you think? Tell us what's up.
They're probably going to tell us we're wrong.
Well, of course, but that's okay.
That's all
that's
right.
normal. That's normal.
So let's get to our rating system.
Absolutely. Okay, so flavor-wise, what we got with the Dragon's Breath?
Oh, I'm going to go, I feel like I'm copping out on this. I'm going to go 3.
Yeah.
It's very earthy. It's what I would call earthy. It feels very peppery.
Yeah.
But I don't sense flavor. It's more heat than flavor,
See,
I think.
that's what I'm having to go. I'm having to go with I have to go with a 1.
Ooh.
Sorry. I don't really think it's got a whole heck of a lot of good. I think the second part, I think it's got a lot more spice.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, what do you got for spice?
Spice, I'm going to go 4.
Yeah, I think I'll have to agree with you.
I think that there are some that could just absolutely destroy my mouth.
Yeah.
This one isn't doing that, but
It's
it's
hot.
lingering.
It's still, I can still feel,
do as well.
still tingly. Yep. So it's a good 4. So I would say if you like hot sauces, then this would be fine for you. But if you don't like hot sauces so much, this one will be
try
hot.
it.
It'll be a little hot. All right. What about uses?
So I can't think of one thing I would use this hot sauce in.
Really?
If I had to say maybe a soup of some kind, I think that's
get
kind
that.
of the old go-to if you're not sure. Just throw
put
it
it
in
in
some
soup.
chili or something. But I don't think it goes well with Mexican. I don't think it goes real well with Asian. Despite the fact it is Dragon's Breath. And so what I have learned from this experience is I don't think I want to eat Dragon's Breath. I think we just should leave the dragon alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1 on uses.
Gotcha. And I'm not going to eat anything's breath. So I
Yeah,
think it's a
no.
good standby. I actually, because I didn't like its flavor and it was only spice, I feel like its uses are a little wider. I know that
Oh.
seems kind of weird, but since it doesn't have like a big flavor profile, it's mostly just kind of spicy. I feel like there's lots of ways you could just spice something up.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could. I just feel
I
like
get-
there's
but I get
probably better applications
I completely
or
agree.
better hot sauces to do that sort of thing.
And if there are, and if you're watching, please send it out to us.
Yeah, please do. We
would love
will
to try 'em.
shamelessly plug you, your website, any of
100%.
that. And actually, a lot of companies are, and I'm excited. I think
Yeah.
next week's review, hopefully, we're going to start that process of some of the companies that have provided us some hot sauce.
Yeah. So if you would like to be featured on here, just let us know, and we'd be
Yeah,
happy
reach
to try it
out.
out.
I'm not hard to find. I literally will email you. Just comment, whatever you need to do, I will find you.
So let's do some napkin math here. We got 1, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12.
12. And last week, if I remember right, which actually I can go back, last week we had 14. So the Hawaiian Lava Flow, 14. It had a little bit better on the flavor profile, which I think it boosted it, but not by much. And this one was a 12. We had good on spice, but kind of low on uses, low on flavor.
So far, nothing has got a 5 from us yet.
No, not yet. Not yet.
I don't even feel like we're harsh critics.
So Hawaiian Lava Flow is still the king, I guess, for lack of a better word.
The king of the 2 we've done so far.
The king of the population of 2. So I don't know.
I do want to clarify. Someone in the comments, I think it was on YouTube. We're on YouTube and TikTok. Like, comment, subscribe, click that ringy dingy bell there. But they're like, of all the hot sauces, this is what you rank the best. It's actually, of the hot sauces we have rated, that was the one that was the best because it was the first. And it's still in first.
Technically still first because we didn't. This one wasn't. Dragon's Breath did not burn
Cool
it.
artwork, but that's
Cool
about it.
And it was spicy.
Yeah, it was spicy. I wouldn't try it though. Would I do it again? Probably not. It's not. It'll go in the box with all the other hot sauces right now, and go to like the hot sauce graveyard for me because I just didn't love it. And I think there are probably better hot sauces that can do more for you than the Dragon's Breath.
I can't wait to try them, and I'm really excited about all these new ones that we're gonna get, and starting probably waiting in my house right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, any final thoughts from today's episode?
Big thing, we finally have a second sauce, so don't hate on us for liking that Hawaiian sauce. Well, I guess it is technically still our favorite, but
Yeah,
that's only because
it is for now.
But other than that, leave us some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see. We've gotten some great feedback in the hallway and on here, so great to hear from you.
Yeah, and if you don't go to our school, welcome. Please keep watching, like, subscribe, share, all of those good things. It really does help the channel. You know, I watch a lot of vlogs, and I didn't realize how much it actually does help until I started looking at analytics.
Mm-hmm.
So please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. And until next time, stay spicy.
See you guys. Have a good one.